Texas A&M Aggies. Texas A&M about to put it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will have the football first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Ramsey. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
And sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season, because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's been saying the right things after taking all these losses on the podium after games. We got guys hurt, we got young players, we're inexperienced, we're learning how to win. But, you know, you're running out of time for excuses. You've now got to turn the page. You've got to show up. You've got to put a complete game together and get a double.
So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will have its first possession of the game. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front.
There he goes! Got the first down and still on his feet. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Skips away from pressure. Finds a little space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide open downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, really nice catch there. And I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships too.
And back to the air on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 15-yard line, and now they're looking at 4th and short. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Cyclones will hustle to the line.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
Caught over the middle. It's Flood. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. To the air, it's Ramsey. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Working that left side now. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break. He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Looking for a gap. It's Flood. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Now on the move. Makes it past the marker. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught behind the line. It's Flood. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Ramsey. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Cyclones will line up to punt it away. He makes the catch at the 10. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful. I
agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He'll try to do it himself. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big line explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got room to work. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. It's complete on the right side. Oh, got some space. Touchdown, Aggie. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited, and you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
The give from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cyclones in the hurry-up.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Cyclones send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Aggies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back on the move. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though,
breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down.
and that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Touchdown, Aggies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Ramsey. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Tight end finds a soft spot. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Right on the money. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Texas A&M going up tempo. Looking downfield very late in the half. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Under fire. Gets open down the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Going to the running game. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you?
The Cyclones will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. There's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Keeps it, and here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Punt is on its way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. The give to the back. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. And the Cyclones want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. Rushes on him. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking deep down the right side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. Now from inside the red zone, using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's second and long. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They go right back to it. Shakes off the defender.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Gives it on the option. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Gives it on the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
It'll be third and long. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Using his legs, it's quick. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State sending the offense back out. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Might as well stick with him. Crosses the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo. This type of dominant defense, a performance that would make the likes of Dat Wynn and Quentin Coriat proud.
And it's NIL money spent well, right? This recruiting you see every year, they're getting dudes up front, big losses that everybody wants, but they've been going to the Aggies, and that's why they've built great defenses.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late.
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A&M comes back out with another first down. He'll do it himself.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the stomping has commenced. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Got it behind the line. It's Flood. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To throw, it's Ramsey. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it on the right. Off and running. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Cyclones have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
He's got him. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
And they will score. Touchdown, Cyclones.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face?
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column there